Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you a very quick and very random video. I was very lucky enough, excuse me, to place an order for this little beauty. So it's our new paper trimmer. Isn't it fabulous? Very similar to our old one, a little bit thinner, a little bit sort of thinner in terms of the base, and I've actually got my old one here just sort of for comparisons. I think it's slightly lighter, if I'm honest. Size wise, okay, so that's, let's try that way. Very, very similar size. You know, that is literally about, that is how much bigger our old one is. So it's very, very minor. As I said, it is quite a lot lighter. My old one's now falling to pieces. So this is the old one, has the storage in the bottom. This one doesn't. The new one doesn't have any storage. But as you saw then, obviously I turned mine over. My mat came out, probably because I hadn't locked it fairly enough. But and then obviously we have the arm. So the new one, if I just put all my stuff back. So the new one, it has the arm, beautiful arm with all the measurements. And do you know what I love the most about this? And I'm going to have to zoom in and show you because I got all excited earlier when I used it. Let's hope it focuses. There we go. Can you see? We actually have the markings on the grey part here now. So when you want to do 6.5, you've not got to guess. It's actually there, which I think is genius. I absolutely love that idea. Whoops, let's zoom you back out. So we have, so that tucks away nicely. As I said, there is no storage underneath, but to be fair, I never used mine anyway. You will notice, I'm going to have to put it that way so you can see it all. You will notice, as with the old one, we have the measurements top and bottom. I personally think they're clearer, and the centimetres, again, I'll just bring this up, save zooming it. Centimetres are actually a bit bigger writing, I think. But we also have this fabulous now measure guide in the centre, which for me is brilliant. You know, when you're doing shorter pieces, it does make life a lot easier. Now, I think we have, this guard is a lot bigger. We don't have the paper cutter, the strip that just fell out on mine. We don't have that anymore, which again, to me, makes perfect sense. As you can see, we have a scoring blade and our cutting blade. Now, I did switch these two over because the cutter was on top, and I knew if I left them the same, I'd be cutting instead of scoring and vice versa. This is wider too, which to me is fine, makes no difference. And then we do have inches in measurements across the side here. I'm hoping you can see them just there. They're quite faint, to be fair. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, there you go. Just etched into the guard there. Obviously, as you can see, we've got, again, I'm going to have to zoom in. We have the line here as opposed to the pointed part that we had on the old blade. So I'm just going to quickly take my blade out of my trimmer, if I can get it out one-handed. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Play the game, please. Come on. It's not going to come out, so I'll drag my trimmer over again. So before we obviously had this point. This time we don't, oh my goodness, wrecking the place. This time we don't have that. If you can see, we just have a mark there. And then we also have marks either side, which again I think is fabulous for lining stuff up. We do have an arrow on the top of the cutting blade. Can you see just there? An arrow on the top of the cutting blade and a dot on the scoring. So if you are trying to do stuff maybe in the dark, I don't know if you would, but anyway. And I think that's about it. I'm fairly confident, as with all of them. I've noticed when I used this earlier, and like I said, I literally used it to cut these for my next project. So that's literally all I've used it to cut with. But I did find that if you try and open it, you can't. You literally need to push from the top, the bottom, or both. But this doesn't seem to want to do it so well. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and it's new because it's doing it now. I don't know. In terms of your changing your blades, so you can buy a pack of 4. They only come in a pack of 4 cutting blades. Obviously I've not even opened this yet, so but it's nice that they come on this little plastic guard, and obviously you just pull them off, which again, nice and handy. So you can buy replacement blades, as I said. They come in a pack of 4, and to replace them, right down here, can you see that little beveled bit there? So I found that you literally have to tip. If I open it this way, I'm hoping you can see. Let's zoom in again. Okay, there we go. So if you can see just here, it's really hard to see, isn't it, because it's clear. There we go. So as you can see where my finger is, let me just try and wedge this. There we go. We have a bit notched out. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can. It's a bit notched out. And what I found you need to do is you tip one end out, then pull the other one across and tip that one out. And obviously that removes your blade. And then I'm thinking they are sort of universal, so you can actually switch it round, which I think is helpful if you tend to cut one way more than the other. And then again, to put it in where that little bit is there, you're simply going to pop one end in, slide it along, and then drop the other end in. So at least it doesn't just fall out now. If you accidentally get it wrong, it'll still have one piece, if you like, hanging on, which I think is fabulous. And yeah, as I say, like the old one, this has, getting to zoom out again, such a novice at this, aren't I? There is a clear film on top of your measuring board. I've just picked sort of at the corner of mine there. You can just see that this will peel off so that it's, you know, it's wipeable, etc. I generally leave mine on, although I've actually picked this now, I will end up having to pull it off. But yeah, as you can see, look, it just literally peels off, and it's just to protect this when it's in transit, I guess. But yeah, so you can take that off, and it's even shinier now. Look at that. Oh, I'll have to do all of it now. But yeah, so it was just a very quick one. I'm not sure when this is going to be available to the public yet. Obviously, as soon as it is, I will pop something on my Facebook page, on my blog, on my Instagram, all of those places. But I just wanted to give you a quick heads up. This is the new trimmer, nice and slim, nice and light. And this, I also like this. This is slightly raised as well here. I just love it. I really do. And hopefully this one will be sticking around for a long time. But there it is, the new paper trimmer. As I said, as soon as it is available, I will let you guys know. But it was just a quick video to show you it. Hope to see you all again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.